Number 5. Renault Clio second generation. Stylish and enjoyable to drive, the Renault Clio is a superb little hatchback that has proved hugely popular. The Clio is ideally suited for city life and will happily zip through urban congestion and manoeuvre into tight supermarket car parks. Though most rivals are now roomier than the Clio, there's still enough room in the boot for a weekly shop. Split folding rear seat, which is available across the range, improves practicality and increases the boot capacity for the occasional larger load. There's a good choice of engines available and a seamlessly endless number of trims and special editions. Early cars had a fairly cheap feeling interior, but this was improved in 2001 facelift, which saw the Renault Clio given a fresh front end. Driving position isn't the best, and tall drivers will find there's a lack of headroom, but the Renault is still fun to drive with keen handling and a good ride. Renault excels in building safety into its cars, and despite its older design, the Clio still puts an impressive performance with a 4-star Euro NCAP crash safety rating. All models get 4 airbags as standard, plus central locking and an immobiliser. In terms of price, a second generation Clio with an MOT and less than 100,000 miles on the clock will generally be advertised for between £250 and £500. Number 4. Toyota Yaris second generation. Toyota's Yaris has always been a decent alternative to those in the market for a Ford Fiesta sized car. Majoring in bulletproof reliability, a spacious well-built cabin, and a strong range of economical engines, the small Yaris has some of the lowest running costs in its class. With a 5-star Euro NCAP crash test rating and a long list of safety features, the Yaris leads the pack in the safety stakes. In addition to an impressive crash test score, there's emergency brake assist, which applies extra braking in severe situations, ABS, and electronic brake force distribution on all cars. Security-wise, every car has an engine immobiliser and remote central locking. The best feature in the Yaris are the rear seats. They split, fold totally flat, and slide to give a mixture of extra legroom or more load space. They're really easy to operate because the design has been adapted from that used in a much larger 7-seater Corolla Verso people carrier. The tailgate is wide and there's no boot lip, which makes loading easy, while up front there's a large storage compartment above the glove box and 2 cup holders that double up as drawers for spare change and small items. Being one of the more expensive cars on the list, a second generation Yaris with a long MOT and less than 100,000 miles on the clock will generally sell online for between £600 and £800. Number 3. The Vauxhall Corsa C. The Vauxhall Corsa is a popular choice for young drivers and buyers looking for a low cost, well equipped and easy to drive small car. This version is the last incarnation of a car that started life in 1993 and had major facelifts in 2000 and 2003. Its age was obvious by the time it was replaced in 2006, as new arrivals had roomier interiors, better handling, and superior crash protection. All versions have an immobiliser, and the top models get the option of an alarm. It scored a respectable 4 out of 5 in the Euro NCAP crash test, but passenger airbags are optional extras on lesser models. Some models have the option of side airbags too. Vauxhall have done a good job of making the most out of the boot space, but it comes at the expense of the rear passenger space. In terms of price, a Corsa C with a long MOT and less than 100,000 miles on the clock will generally sell online for between £500 and £700. Number 2. The Peugeot 206. Thanks to its stylish lines and youthful image, the 206 has proved a big hit. Easy to drive with light controls, it's ideal for tackling urban routes, and although some of the engines are a little lethargic, it's happy along the motorway too. The 206 remains an amazing buy. It's cheap to run, mechanically sound, and the styling still looks good, even after 10 years on sale. Strong body shell helped the 206 gain a 4-star Euro NCAP crash test rating. An immobiliser is standard, while an alarm is fitted on higher spec cars. With 237 litres of luggage space, the 206 is average compared to other cars. The boot itself is a good shape, and the split folding rear seats means it's possible to carry larger items. In terms of price, the smaller 1.1 litre 206 model with a long MOT and less than 100,000 miles on the clock will generally sell for around the £500 mark.
Number 1.
The Nissan Micra K12. The Nissan Micra set a new standard for new cars when it launched in early 2003, and it's still one of the best around today. The looks may not be to everyone's taste, but it's well equipped, cheap to run, and there are a few neat features available like keyless entry. Its light steering and good visibility make it easy to drive and park. All the engines are economical, especially the DCI models, which can average more than 60 miles per gallon, and the Micra makes a surprisingly good long distance car. The boot is far from large, but has a wide opening and can cope with a weekly shop. Up front there are loads of little storage areas, and the base of the front passenger seat folds upwards to reveal a nifty storage box. Price wise, a well looked after Nissan Micra with MOT, service history and less than 100,000 miles on the clock can sell up to £900, with most being around the £600 mark. Great value for a solid car in my opinion. Finally, I want to say thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Without further delay, let's play the outro.